Hello everyone, it's Della DuLac. Today I have the May 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit. This one is called Celebrating in Color. So this is featuring the current in colors. And in this kit I got a voucher for $25. Very cool. If you got one of these, then maybe you could use yours towards getting some of the other coordinating products or colors for this kit. I have used a few of them. Here are some of the things that you could get to go with this kit that will coordinate. Some of the different papers, the markers, the twine, ribbons, all kinds of fun little things that you could add to this kit. Some of the papers. Move that out of the way. So this is what you get in the kit. So if you choose to do it as is in here, you'll get to do 2 of each design with all 5 of the in colors. And then the beautiful lined envelopes. You could even cut those apart for extra paper. I did that with one of mine. And this is the stamp set that comes in the kit. Very cute, just mostly words, so you can use this to pair up with some of your other paper pumpkin kits or some of your other stamp sets. This would be a great pairing for that. So some of the components that are in here, so we've got some banners and a lot of different punched out words that you can use, and then you can pair these up with these. And there's some tags, you get some little colored dots, lots of little pieces. Some of these pieces you can use as is, or you can alter them. So these were just little rectangle pieces. I actually flagged this one, so you can do that either with a banner punch or your scissors. Lots of different options. Very quickly, when you punch these out, I know many of you have heard me before, I really hate all these little paper tags, these little nibs that sometimes are very pronounced, especially when you see them against a dark color. Take your emery board and just rub those right off. So sit down and punch out all of your little pieces and get rid of all of those little pesky paper nibs, and then your images and your cards will look much cleaner. And there's lots of these little pieces too. So this is intended to be, so you would fold these up and you can put this on the inside of your card to hold a gift card or some money. Or you could cut these up and use them as other little pieces, elements for your cards. Some more little pieces here. So let me just pull out some of these. These are some of the card bases. Very basic. Very universal. I think that you could add a lot of different things to this. A lot of people like simple stamping as well. So if you don't like a whole lot of flair, then you can just do them as is. They're very simple, clean cards. Here are the envelopes and all 5 of the colors. So when you get your kits, on the back of your instruction sheet here, it will tell you down here the colors that they've used in that particular kit. So all of the in colors this year are Orchid Oasis, Parakeet Party, Starry Sky, Sweet Sorbet, and Tahitian Tide. Very fun. I just love how Stampin' Up! Names our colors. Super fun. Okay, so let's move these and I will get to my samples that I did. Let's take these out. And you always get an ink spot. This one is the basic gray. Let's move the box. Okay, so this card is very, very close to what it was designed to be, but I moved my little dots around and I added the punched sailboat. Very fun. So these are super basic cards, so you could add just about any elements to them. Flowers, butterflies, any of these types of things, different stamp sets. Very versatile. This one right here, I'm going to bring back that basic one. So here are the bases for this card right here. So this one right here, it already has the beautiful gold foiling in the U and in the border. So you would punch this out. Let's get this punched out of here. All right, so you punch that out and then you just overlay it and put that on. So this one, I pretty much kept this one as is because I kind of liked that. And then what you can do with your piece that's left over, it's not very pronounced for you to really see what it says, but if you take your markers and just freehand U right over the top of that, then you have another element that you can add to another card. So this one right here, this background was from the envelope. So I cut that apart and used that on here. So this one, don't throw away some of these negative spaces because you could still use those, of course. And so I did that. This one here was meant to be this direction, but I wanted to have it go this way. I used a different overlay. So the side of the card already had this edge. I wanted that to really stand out, so I just took an extra piece of the starry sky that matches this color here. So I took some of the cardstock, just a scrap of that cardstock, and just put that on the inside, and that made that edge really stand out. Very nice. I liked that. And this one here, I really changed this one up. So the base one for this, let's find that one, which would be this one here. I did not want to cover up all these beautiful excuse me, these gold foil dots. I love those. And if you put that on top, then it would cover those up. So I didn't want to cover that up. So I wanted to use this by itself, and then I used this piece on another card. So again, I took some of that starry sky cardstock that coordinates to make a different background piece and laid that on top. And then I took this card base and this fun little negative space from the sheet that this punches out of. So I took that and I trimmed the edges so they were nice and straight, added that down here. It fit in that space quite nicely. Again, used another little scrap piece of the starry sky. And then I took some of I have all of the colors in the ink pads. So again, maybe if you got the voucher, then you could use that towards getting a few of the colors that will coordinate with these ink colors, and then you can stamp them, or you can stamp them in any colors that you have, of course, and just really change it up. So this one is very basic. So all I did, and I took the little splatter looking spot in all 5 colors just on the inside, just for fun. Great way to use up those. Add some flowers. I took the birthday. Again, like I said before, you can pair these up with past paper pumpkin stamps that you have left over, or some of the other stamp sets that are in the catalog. This is a really good one to do, because then you can pair up this happy with either this birthday or this birthday like I did here. So you get some different fonts and get some really different looks with it. Very nice. Or you can pair them up with some of these. Then you can just either emphasize happy birthday. You can use this one here. You can take off the U and use this one. So you can mix and match. So this one here, I took the Dragonfly Garden flowers here, and then I mostly colored just the leaves and the tops of this so they look like daisies, but I wanted this one to have that parakeet party green feel to it. And I took these little banners in a different way. This one they used all 5 of them on the background for this card here, but I wanted to use those a little bit differently. And I only used 2 of them, so I'll have 3 to put on a different card. And then I took the same flower stamps on the inside, paired that up on the base, on the same colored base, the parakeet party. Very cute. This one here, I used the blends. So I used the blends, whoops, in the two different colors. So this is the Tahitian Tide, so you got the light and the dark, and I colored the bottom of each letter in the dark one, and then I colored the tops in the light color and blended the two together in the middle. So you kind of have an ombre effect with your words. And then I used the other part of the envelope, the little pointy flap. Get a hold of this one. And then you just want to cut off the glue. So you've got this piece here. So I used that here in the background, and it still had that fold line, so I just used the twine to cover up that fold line. The little punched out piece from this background still had that pretty gold foiling on there. Added a flower with some gold foil dots that I've cut out of another piece. All kinds of little scraps to use. Again, I've got a partial flower, a little strip of scrap that all coordinate, and the ribbon, the Tahitian Tide twine that will coordinate with the base card. And then this one here, I have brought back a stamp set from, this one was from the April kit. So I used that little butterfly. This was the April kit. If you have been getting these paper pumpkins, then you might have this one here. That was just the last one. So you can use the little butterfly from here. Very cute little butterfly. So I used that here. This is a monochromatic card that I used. Which color is that? Oh, the Orchid Oasis. And those little banner pieces, or not banner pieces, but these little inside pieces, I've cut off. Where is the, oh, I forgot to show it to you. This one on the inside, I put that together on the inside. So you can put money or a gift card. That's what those are intended for. But if you wanted to use them just as a piece on the front of your card, cut off the little tabs. I even used those here just as a couple extra little element pieces just for fun. And I used the same colored dot. So all of this is the Tahitian Tide. But then I stamped because I wanted the words to be just a little bit darker, so I did that in the Starry Sky so it could be darker. And there's a little butterfly on the inside. And I had another card where, oh, this one here. So I took from the March kit, this was the March kit, you can see that. Again, I took my words, so this was the March kit that you had, so you have all these beautiful words. So you took the thanks, I stamped the thanks, and then cut off the S. So great way to use up some of your other pieces and pair them up. And this one here, we're using the Painted Posies. So I just stamped this in the black and just let that beautiful color show through. Again, this is a monochromatic card, mostly all the same color with just a little bit of black and white. I did the thanks. I did the thanks from this set. And those little flowers on the inside again. Very cute set. I love the colors this year. They're beautiful colors. And again, you can get some of the other pieces to go with this kit, some of the cardstock, some of the inks, and then you can really mix and match and cut some of these envelopes apart for extra paper or whatever you have on hand and make some beautiful cards. They can be as elaborate as you want. Thanks so much for joining me today. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw, and don't forget to click that bell button so you don't miss a video. Have a great day.